Welcome back, everyone. In today's LEGO review, we're going to be looking at the 25th anniversary Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. With box number 75383, this set comes with 640 pieces, 3 minifigures with an extra 25th anniversary minifigure at $69. It comes in at about 11 cents per piece. Let's just take a quick look at the history of the Sith Infiltrator from 2001 at starting at $29 with 1 minifigure, all the way to today at $69 with 4 minifigure, and you do get a special edition Saw Gerrera minifigure. My favorite one is from 2015 at $89. We're going to see if this one matches up because it is definitely getting a lot of controversy lately in the Star Wars community. Going into the box art is something very important to the Star Wars community, well, the whole LEGO community in general. This box art is getting a lot of controversy just because there's so much creativity out there that people think that LEGO could do better. Technically, it's in the right settings with the 2 moons. I definitely understand where people are coming from, but I love the cool blue on it. I love the 25th anniversary stamp on there. The featured of the figs looks pretty good. I don't really have anything too much to say about this one. And then moving on to the back, you see a lot of features. You see the feature from the movie, which I absolutely love. You see a little bit of things that the ship does. So for the box art, it's actually pretty good. Moving on to the instructions, I was one of the lucky ones to get a beautifully ripped manual straight out the box. But when you're flipping through this one, again, there is no explanation of what you're building or fun facts. Sometimes LEGO does it, sometimes they don't. It would be nice to have a little bit of consistency here. I am a big stickler about this, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Jumping into the minifigures of this set, you have Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and Little Annie with the special feature of Saw Gerrera. It is missing 1 minifigure, which is obvious Obi-Wan. I was kind of hoping Obi-Wan would have been the 25th anniversary for this set, but other than that, it's looking pretty good so far. Moving along to our very first minifigure here, we have Saw Gerrera. This has been the #1 most rated minifigure so far this year, and I could not agree more. I think LEGO knocked it straight out of the park, and when you reference back to the Rogue One movies, I think LEGO did a perfect job. A lot of people were talking about the leg, should it be with a pirate's boot kind of situation, but I think LEGO did a good job. They don't need to add anything more to this one. And then when you flip it around to the other side with the red cape, and they're actually giving us materials, so you can't really complain when LEGO actually does stuff that we ask for. Next up, we have Qui-Gon with the poncho. We are all thanking LEGO so much for them adding the poncho. If you reference to the movie, it is absolutely perfect. But if you do decide to take the poncho off, the minifigure looks really, really good. Even without it, the headpiece looks really great. The pants look really great. So overall, this minifigure is exactly what we expected as LEGO fans, and I could not appreciate it more. Moving along to Darth Maul, this is the one minifigure in this set that is in question because he 100% should have the hood and the cape. In fact, it's actually his Sith Infiltrator. So to get him right should have been done correctly. If you reference to the new LEGO book, the 25th anniversary Darth Maul has the hood and the cape. So LEGO's definitely capable of doing it. I just don't know why they wouldn't give us this extra feature for it to be the real thing. It's not like they would have had to make new pieces or a new mold. All they would have had to do is just add the extra accessory for even a play feature. But for it to be actually accurate, he needed the hood and the cape. Other than that, I don't care about the pupils thing. That does not necessarily bother me as much. And lastly, we have Anakin Skywalker here. This is a new version of him, and I know what you're thinking, what's the difference? Well, there really is no difference. And honestly, I thought I wouldn't have much to complain about this minifigure, but since I went so in depth with some of the comparisons with the actual movie, why doesn't he have a backpack on? LEGO has put backpacks on minifigures before. They could have done it again. They could have added that little extra coolness to this set. I'm a little disappointed that he doesn't have a backpack on, but regardless, it is still a really good minifigure. But these little details are some of the things that us Star Wars fans have been asking for. And if I can notice stuff like that, why doesn't LEGO notice stuff like that? There are a few accessories in this set, which is Darth Maul's probe droids and Darth Maul's bike. Both of the accessories are but at least it adds a little play feature to the set. Building this set, I had some mixed emotions. In the beginning, it was a little boring, not gonna lie. Towards the end, it definitely got a little bit better when the set came together. There are some really cool features of this set. It has the cannons in the front. It has the deployable droids on the top that when you press the button underneath, it kind of falls down. I absolutely love that feature. And then the landing gear feature of them moving upwards and then kind of disappearing into the ship is one of a kind. When you take a closer look on the inside of the ship, it's kind of to be expected. It does only fit one minifigure and his bike. You can put his lightsabers in there. You have to snap them in half for them to fit in there though. But overall, the ship closes up really well. The wings do open up. It is kind of a lighter set also, so it's not too heavy. But the whole time I was expecting just a little bit more. I like the detail here. I wasn't expecting stickers, and I wasn't expecting anything necessarily more when it comes to color-wise, even though the inside has pinks and greens. So I can appreciate that LEGO tried to do that. But overall, again, I was expecting just a little bit more oomph to the set. If you look towards the middle of this set, you can tell it's kind of crammed in there. And you could tell that they could have added maybe 2 more bricks upwards and 2 more bricks to the left or the right of the overall set because it is kind of small. And up next, I'm going to compare it to the new Ahsoka ship in 2023. I just want to take a quick second to mention and compare the Ahsoka ship to this one. Yes, you can compare other older Sith Infiltrators to this one, and I totally understand that, but to compare it to something recent, in 2023, the Ahsoka ship almost has the same amount of pieces to it, and price per piece is almost the same. Yes, it's a little $10 more, but it comes with 4 amazing minifigures, and no one can sit here and argue that the Ahsoka ship has worse minifigures than the Sith Infiltrator. Honestly, I think the Ahsoka ship, even with the bad reviews on it, is kind of the better build here. So for $10 more, the Ahsoka ship definitely is the better comparison. So I was a little disappointed that the Sith Infiltrator didn't match up better than I thought it was going to. Now, getting into the grading aspect of this, I'm going to grade this one on play, display, minifigures, and price per piece. Again, price per piece. Not every single set will be graded on this one, but with this one and Star Wars, it's always something good to go off of. On play here, I'm going to reluctantly give this one an A. It has some cannons. It has a play feature with the droids. It has the bike, so it does have some stuff to go with. It is light enough for a kid to use, so I'll still reluctantly give it an A. When it comes to display, this is actually something that I love to grade my sets on because I do have a big cabinet, or I do have places around the house where I do like to display my sets. Unfortunately, this one is definitely a C. It is a terrible display. Matter of fact, you're going to have to go on Amazon or some other third-party websites to get a stand for it, and it makes the world of a difference. Sometimes sets like these just need to pay an extra 20 bucks to make it the display that much better, but without the display, it's definitely a C. When it comes to grading these minifigures in this set, it was pretty easy. I mean, it's definitely an A overall, but without the hood and the cape and the backpack on Anakin, I just can't overlook some of those things. I definitely think LEGO could have just went the little extra mile to make this set that much better. I love the Saw Gerrera. I love the Qui-Gon. I definitely love the minifigures, but they could have done just a little bit better. Now, talking about price per piece, this one is at 11 cents. It's kind of expected nowadays with Star Wars for it to be above the 10-cent mark. Again, not everyone cares about this one. I kind of care about it sometimes. It just depends on the set. So for this one, they did a pretty good job. That brings us to our final grade of a B. A lot of the reviews gave it a little bit worse than that. It's a solid B. The price isn't too out of the control. It has some really cool minifigures. The set can be a little bit bigger, but it is what it is. Overall, not a bad price. I would definitely wait for it to go on sale, and this one is definitely going to go on sale.